There's bound to be an Impact MD near you. Call us anytime 24/7 at 405-483-3075 or visit ImpactMD.com. Impact MD is a proud partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Thunder Basketball is presented by Devon Energy, founding partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and MidFirst Bank, the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. Oklahoma City a scintillating 60% in the first quarter. Even better for their starters. 8 of 11 combined for 73% shooting. San Antonio hanging around due to their second chance points. They're a +4 in that category. Here's Matt Pinto.
They're +2 in made threes. They knocked down 30% of their threes on Monday. 5 of 10 in the opening quarter tonight. And that separates these two teams as a result on the scoreboard in a tie game at 31, despite the Thunder outscoring the Spurs 11-6 to end the frame and coughing it up 5 times thus far in Game 2 for 7 Thunder tallies. Thunderhall, now Thunderhall for the postseason, and your go-to spot to watch the playoffs. Watch your team on the big screen all postseason long with giveaways, great food, and more. Head to OKCThunder.com/Thunderhall to learn more. Thunder bottoming in the second. They lost the game's opening tip. This was the frame that was a big part of their undoing on Monday. They were outscored 24-17 in the second, and after a tie game at the end of one on Monday, they trailed by 7 at the break. Jordan McLaughlin stays in to begin the second, made a three-pointer in the first. Thunder coming with Hartenstein playing through 2 fouls, A.J. Mitchell, Alex Caruso, Isaiah Joe, and SGA. So Joe getting more run in Game 2. Hartenstein top it, he looks to facilitate. Joe swirls to it out front, draws a double, drives. Spins on McLaughlin, can't shoot. Giving to Mitchell, slashing left, probing. Floats it up across his body, errantly from 12. Loose ball fought for, claimed by Caruso into the paint on Wemby. Floats it up, no good. He's fouled by Wemby, and Wemby's got 2. There's Alex Caruso again. Challenging Wemby to the body before he unleashed the shot. It's the way you have to attack a shot blocker. And Wembanyama has 2. 11:38 left to play in the second quarter. Caruso played a flat, spectacular opening game with 31 points, a playoff career high. He also had 2 steals, 2 blocks, and knocked down 8 three-pointers. Joining Jason Terry is the only players in NBA history to put up numbers like that in threes made and points scored coming off the bench. AC's got his first point tonight, but every game in the playoffs takes on its own life form. We don't know if Caruso will be left open in the ways he was in Game 1, given the shooting prowess he displayed. Caruso looks to give the Thunder a 2-point lead and does, despite Wembanyama entering the lane a good 4 seconds before the shot was released. It's 33-31 OKC. McLaughlin is scored across the timeline by Isaiah Joe. Motioning cutters. The veteran who's played with Minnesota previously. Picks up the bounce, feeds Wemby. High post right against Hartenstein. Wembanyama back to the basket, 8 to shoot, holding. Dribbles out front. Can't free. Left wing McLaughlin to the baseline on Joe, contained, but Isaiah Joe called for a blocking foul with 3.1 left on the shot clock. McLaughlin logged 4 seasons collegiately at USC. In addition to Minnesota, also had a stop in Sacramento. He was brought to San Antonio from Sacramento in a trade February 3rd, 2 seasons back. 14 to shoot. Ball lobbed inbound to Castle, who in essence punches Caruso in the face. Then he stripped the ball in the lane. The basketball gods smile. Shea the loose ball. Up the sideline on Vassell. Wemby looms as a double-team defender. Back up the sideline, Shea fed by Caruso. Grinding left, kicks Caruso open. Left corner 3 is on the way. Count it! Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. You can't do it any better than that 2-man game collaboration. SJ and Caruso make it a 5-point Thunder lead on a 7-0 push, 36-31. Castle at the top of key lobbing. Ball knocked away from Wemby by Caruso. Hartenstein the loose ball, giving to SGA. Shea barreling down the lane. Floats it up on the round, counts it, it goes, it will not go. Got hit by 2 defenders. First of all, Vassell, and then McLaughlin came over to finish him off and knock him down. Vassell the foul. OKC's run can continue. They've run off 7 straight, dating back to the latter stages of the opening quarter. They've been relentless in their attacks, making 59% of their shots, assisting on 10 of their 13 conversions, and they're 4 of 8 from 3. get to the free throw line where they're 6 of 8 on the night. Leading by 5, their largest lead of this series. Led by no more than 3 in game 1. Shai's first foul shot. Nothing but net. Thunder 37, San Antonio 31. Outstanding start for the second by a Thunder team that in the playoffs has outscored its opponents by only 1.5 points in the second quarter, tallying 29 plus in the second, allowing nearly 28. Spurs 5 turnovers in the game's last 3 minutes, 7 on the night. Shai good on the second, giving him 6 points. He also has 4 assists, distributing beautifully as Joe picks up McLaughlin deep in the backcourt. 9 straight Thunder tallies are up 7. McLaughlin between the rings, looking. Down skis to Vassell, stripped of the ball by Caruso. Vassell fights to get back and does. Touch passing it near midcourt to McLaughlin. Wemby now comes to the right wing, the 7-shoot, holds. Swoops baseline, leans in, floats it off the window errantly. Tips in his own miss, though, with the left hand. He's an alien. I mean, he extended and just unraveled like a condor, batting that back. It's his second bucket. That ends the Thunder run. OKC by 5 as Shai leaps and leans. Straight away, knocks down a 13-footer, and he's hacked in the act by McLaughlin. And one coming. Shai finding his cracks. He's got 9, 4 in the quarter. He's done that in 9 game minutes. It's 40-33 Thunder with 10:09 left in the second. Thunder a great job adjusting to what San Antonio did to lock them up offensively in game 1. And credit Hartenstein. Hartenstein's done a really good job on Wembanyama, who's gotten up only 3 shots. Mitchell out, Cason Wallace in. You know attrition's a factor in a series that's going to go every other day, given the intensity and the combativeness and the length of game 1. 58 minutes worth in the double overtime Spur victory. Gilgeous-Alexander completes a 3-point play. Thunder by 8 on an 11-2 burst the last 2 minutes. Harper in the backcourt picked up by Wallace. Slices left down the lane on Hartenstein. Spins in a left-hand reverse. A running start because Wemby got away with another moving screen. It's 41-35 Thunder. 2 minutes elapsed in the second. SJ jumped at by Vassell at midcourt. Angles right behind a Hartenstein pick. Stutter steps on Wemby. Pushes off. Vassell knocks his shot away from behind. Hartenstein gets it. Corner left finds Joe. Slicing baseline on Wemby to the trailing Wallace. Cason steps to the left line. 5 to shoot. Bounce feeds low left to Caruso. 3 to shoot. In the corner, behind the back dribbles and pulls. The baseline 16-foot jumper. He strokes it home on Wembanyama. Beautifully done. 43-35 Thunder continuing to attack. 9:24 left till halftime. Wembanyama wants it. Ball knocked away in the lane by Wallace. Intended from Castle to Harper. Shai's got it. Left wing to Joe. Catch and shoot rainbow 3 is up and short. Wemby clears his 3rd rebound of game 2 up the left side to Castle. 1-on-2. Slicing on Hartenstein lays it up and lays it in. Ihart playing with 2 fouls. I think that deterred him from really attacking that shot. And Castle, the first double-figure point man of the game with 10. 43-37 Thunder. Spurs show a half-court trap. Gilgeous-Alexander to the foul line, pulls up, pops. 13-foot jumper won't drop. He's knocked down from behind by Harper without a whistle. Wembanyama back to the trailing Vassell. Down the lane on Joe. Slashes into Isaiah Joe. And free throws are coming. Joe gets there late and is called for a block. San Antonio is weathering the Thunder's big burst. And successes at the free throw line make this a 4-point game with 8:44 left in the second quarter. Thunder have 2 team fouls in the second, the Spurs 3. OKC has gotten up 1 more shot than the Spurs, converting 1 fewer 3, but 3 more free throws to lead the game, 43-37. Both teams shooting exceptionally well. The Spurs are at 50% offensively. The Thunder 55%. Vassell for 2. Snaps off the first and buries it. San Antonio is yet to miss a foul shot. For a young team, they are just flat locked in, and that's impressive. This is not a great free throw shooting team on the season. In fact, on the season, they made only 77% of their foul shots. In the playoffs, right at 80. And tonight, 7 of 7. 27 of 29 in game 1. They're 8 of 8. Vassell hits them both. He has 5 points. And the Thunder lead 8 a moment ago, down to 4. They show a 1-2-2 half-court trap. Hartenstein fed by Shai. Floats up a runner from straightaway 15 feet out. It rolls off, and that's not a good shot early in the shot clock. Wembanyama clears, and back come the Spurs. Harper navigating. Got away with a cup dribble. Jump passing left corner to Vassell ladder to get it. Challenging Hartenstein. Left to right across the paint. Lobbing to Wemby. Catching. Gives it up out of traffic. Slot left to Castle. Driving. He's in deep. And dunks with the right hand. 43-41. Stephon Castle fearlessly attacks. And here come the Spurs on a 6-0 blitz. 2-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander right wing. To the baseline on Harper. Doubled. Who's open? Shovels baseline to Wallace. Steps to the corner. Strokes a 3. It's online and in there. Cha-ching Thunder money ball. Queso rips the cords. He's knocked down 2 threes. Has 6 points. Thunder from 3 and now 5 of 9 and go back up 5. Caruso knocks the ball away from Harper. It's free at the middle of the floor and wrapped up by Keldon Johnson. Left wing ball intended from Castle to Wemby, knocked away by Wallace to Caruso. No look feed. Shea to the rim for the two-hand send down. That's a nice boomerang diner. Boom of the game. Timeout Spurs. Timeout Spurs. Thunder by 7. Attacking San Antonio in every way. They've taken it away 9 times for 14 points. Caruso and Wallace central in that. OKC's back up 7 at 48-41 with 7:34 left in the half. We'll take time. This is Thunder basketball.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center, as it usually is, all about creating turnovers for Oklahoma City. The San Antonio Spurs have given it up 7 times for 12 points in just the last 7.5 minutes. Stephon Castle has 4 just by himself in the last 4.5 minutes. Here's Matt Pinto.
Had 11 in game 1, a career high, but he's done damage offensively that doesn't, including a resounding dunk over Hartenstein moments ago. Playoff Central is your home for playoffs action. Shop exclusive drops, plan your watch party, and stay up to date on events across OKC. Put playoffs in the palm of your hand. Head to OKCThunder.com/playoffs central for more information. Thunder bench has been a massive strength in this postseason run, outscoring Laker reserves by 62 in that 4-game-to-none Western Conference semifinal series sweep. 50-16 Thunder reserves in game 1 of this series despite the double overtime loss, and tonight 23-10 Thunder subs on top of the Spurs in scoring, and 6 of the 8 Thunder steals in the opening half have come courtesy of those in reserve. McCain's got 2 steals and Cason Wallace 2. OKC has stripped the Spurs 8 times and has assisted on 13 of 17 makes on the offensive end. So adjustments have been executed expertly, and OKC's got 48 points with 7:38 left in the second quarter. The Spurs 41. Thunder managed only a season-low 44 opening half points in game 1. Remains SGA, Hartenstein, Joe, Wallace, and Caruso. And other adjustment personnel-wise is Isaiah Joe playing 4 minutes already. He's scoreless with 2 fouls. It's Dylan Harper, Devin Vassell, Carter Bryant, the rookie, Justin Champagnie, and Wemby for the Spurs. Harper swooping right on Shea. Comes to the baseline, contained, steps to the rim, lays it up and lays it in. Just too easy. A step-through move by Harper gives him a layup. He's got 6. He's got impeccable footwork. He is quite a talent at age 20, but you got to be stronger than that on the baseline from the Thunder defensive standpoint, giving up 54% shooting in game 2. Shea slicing left, down the lane on Wemby. Sidesteps and lays it up. Bryant blocks a shot. Then Wemby blocks a layup try by Hartenstein. Harper the loose ball 3-on-2. Left wing Champagnie stops and pops. Left wing three-pointer not close. Wallace has the miss. Payson now 1-on-5 at the moment. He's going to wait for some friends. His club's up 5. One of those is Hartenstein catching top of the key trailing. Shea comes to it at midcourt. Grinding right. Vassell behind him. Pulls up. Gives to Wallace open. Left wing three is online but short. Loose ball tipped out. Wallace pouncing on it to Joe straight away. Slicing into the paint. Whips it baseline to Hartenstein. Gets it back in the corner. He wants 3. Arcs it. And gets none. It's in and out. No good. Vassell has the miss. Is Joe scoreless. Spurs get it back. Down only 5. Midway through the second quarter. Vassell between the rings behind a Wemby pick. Powers right. In the paint. Loses the ball. Shea pouncing on it off the deflection by Hartenstein. That's a Spurs 10th turnover. SGA. Off the stutter step. Driving left. Pulls up pops. 13-foot jumper won't drop. He's knocked down again without a whistle. Champagnie's got the loose ball. Left side to Harper with a step. To the baseline on Caruso. Lays it up. Leaves it short. Caruso tips it out of traffic to Wallace. Back come the Thunder up 5. Payson. Right wing Joe. Pump fakes. Drives by Bryant. Contained by Wemby. Finds Hartenstein top key. Back left corner to Joe. Right through his hands out of bounds. 48-43. San Antonio gets it back down 5 as Mitchell, McCain, J. Will, Chet Holmgren re-enter for the Thunder. Mass substitutions. Cason Wallace the only holdover for OKC as the Spurs, after the double overtime exhaustive thriller on Monday, go deeper into their bench as Harrison Barnes checks in. Barnes, an owner of an NBA title ring in 2015 with Golden State, now in his 14th season out in North Carolina. Elder statesman on his roster at 33. Thunder by only 5. The Spurs have made 50% of their shots and 50% of their threes to hang in despite 10 turnovers. Castle across the timeline, hounded by Wallace, gets a Cornette pick. Slashes right. Kicks to Vassell for a lean and angle F3 that barely grazes the rim. Loose ball dug out by Carter Bryant. Another second chance for the Spurs. Castle wants 3, a long straightaway hoist short, and J. Will clears this time. Wrestles it away from Carter Bryant. Mitchell up the right side on the outlet. Picked up in transition by Vassell. Picks up the dribble up top, slings the ball right corner to Wallace, lobbing inside Chet. Out of a double, corner left to J. Will, pump fakes. Drives and kicks to Mitchell, right wing Wallace open. Strokes the 3, it's online, counted! Cha-chinga Thunder money ball, expert ball movement. Thunder have 14 assists, and Wallace is hot. 3 of 4 on threes for 9. Thunder back up 8, their largest lead. Castle driving right, into the paint. Contained by Wallace, comes baseline, pump fakes J. Will, nothing there. Corner right, Carter Bryant. Slashing right to left on Holmgren. Can't get a shot up, throws the ball into the backcourt. Over and back violation against the Spurs. Another turnover against San Antonio, the 11th of the first half. That involved a second-year man and a rookie. Bryant and Castle not collaborating effectively. The Thunder bid for their first double-digit lead of this series right now. Up 8, 51-43 with 4:58 left to play in the second quarter. McCain underneath will trigger. Champagnie on him. Jarrett looks. Feeds the baseline to J. Will, gets it back. Streaming left. Corner right to J. Will, sets his feet, squares the shoulders, misses the 3 off the back of the rim. Harrison Barnes clears. Thunder from three-point range, 6 of 13. The Spurs are 5 of 12. Castle dancing, played by McCain. Crosses over. Powers, jump stops, leans in, double pumps a layup try that he hits. It's just too easy. 51-45, the Spurs within 6. And Castle having his way with 14. Corner left Holmgren, wide open, drives by Cornette. Swoops to the baseline, banks the layup in, but they will not, Carl Lane will not give him continuation. It's side out Thunder on the foul by Cornette. My goodness. 4th Spur team foul, and Holmgren is incensed. Tony Brothers comes over to chat with Carl Lane, and they're counting the basket. They should. There's no question he had gathered to go up. An and 1 coming for Chet. OKC back up 8, can extend to their largest lead of this game, 9 if Chet converts. Holmgren still not a massive participant in this game with 2 rebounds and 4 points, doing that in 9 minutes. Spurs out of fouls. Thunder still have 2 to give, as right now the Spurs are hemorrhaging turnovers. That's the bane of their existence in game 2 as they're down 8. Chet eyes the rim, bends his knees, dips, shoots, swishes. 5 for Holmgren. OKC from the line is now 10 of 12. And leads by 9, largest lead of the series for the home team. 54-45. Castle back to the pick by Cornette. A step driving into the paint. Pushing off. Elevates and fades unguarded and knocks down a 12-footer. 16 for Castle. Thunder got to find a way to remedy that. He's made 6 of 8 shots. 7-point Thunder lead. Mitchell out front spinning. Off the stutter steps with defenders. Corner left to Wallace. Closed out by Castle up the sideline to Holmgren. Barreling baseline. Lost the ball in traffic. Cornette's got the steal. to Castle, one-on-one on Jay Will. Into the lane. Sidesteps defenders as Wallace knocks the ball away from Castle out of bounds. 18 to shoot. Javon Castle, one-man gang right now. The Thunder have got to find an answer to. He has 16 points. And despite the Thunder making 50% of their shots, turning the Spurs over 11 times for 14 points, the lead is only 7. 3:57 left till intermission. Jalen Harper in. Devin Vassell out. SGA returns for the Thunder, having walked 13 minutes thus far with 11 points and 5 assists. 3:57 left in the second. 18 to shoot. Is that ball off of Castle? It sure is. But I don't think the Thunder are going to challenge that. It's off of his right hand. Corner right, Champagnie. Pump fakes, fires, hits for 3, unguarded, no good. Rebound snagged by SGA's first. Dribbling head up. Probing. Pulls up. Strokes a 12-foot jumper that's online and in there over Cornette. Well done by Shea, surveying the entire court before rising and ripping the cords. Thunder by 9 again. Champagnie front court to the trailing Harper. Harper shadowed by SGA with 3:35 left in the half. Cornette screens high left. Harper behind it. Swooping right. Steps back, fires. 16-foot jumper is online but short. Jay will plucks the rebound, giving McCain. Thunder seek a double-digit edge this time. Jarrett up the right sideline on Barnes. Probes the middle. Lost the dribble, gets it back. Out of control. Sends it to midcourt to A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell back of a Jay Will pick. Swirls left wing. Now to the foul line. To the paint. Knocked down by Cornette, no whistle. From his wallet finds Holmgren. 3 to shoot. Shot's got to go. Elevates and fires. The jumper from 13 short. And the loose ball tipped. Castle has it spinning away from Chet. 3-on-2. Jump passing. Left baseline Champagnie to the trailing Castle. Bobbles. Knocked down and fouled by Jay Will. Side out Spurs. 56-47. Thunder by 9. Playing assertively, playing focused, playing physically. And as a result, they've taken it away 11 times for 14 points and hold an advantage. With 2:56 left till halftime. Pivotal remaining time between now and the break. With the Thunder on top, 56-47. Will take time as the timeout's been called. This is Thunder basketball.
Welcome back. Winner of this series advances to play the winner of the Eastern Conference Finals. The New York Knicks have a 1-game-to-none lead there. New York trailed Cleveland by 22 points with only about 7 minutes left to go in Game 1. They ended that game over the course of regulation and overtime, outscoring the Cavaliers 44-11. Jalen Brunson ended up with 38 points. Game 2 of that series is tomorrow. Here's Matt Pinto.
Grab your crew and get in the game. Thunder playoff basketball is always on at Thunder Watch Zones and Bar Networks, presented by Michelob Ultra. Find a watch zone near you at OKCThunder.com/Bar Network. Game 3 coming up, San Antonio on Friday at 7:30. J-Dub has not played in the second quarter, and there's no sight of him on the bench. We'll provide an update should we receive one. OKC an impeccable second quarter, outscoring the Spurs by 9 thanks to 3 of 6 three-point shooting in the frame, nailing all 6 of their free throws and forcing 6 turnovers. They've taken it away 11 times in Game 2 for 14 points, helping them get up 3 more shots than the Spurs. Thunder holding their own on the backboard in this game, down only 3, 20-17, and second chance points are only 9-7 in favor of San Antonio. So as a result of Dub's absence in the quarter, we've seen more of Isaiah Joe, more of Jared McCain, and more of A.J. Mitchell. Right now, the Thunder coming with Mitchell, Dort, SGA, Hartenstein, and Holmgren with 2:56 left till halftime. Both players going deeper into their bench, or both teams rather, going deeper into their benches in the second game of this series off of the double overtime marathon thriller on Monday. Wemby's played only 12 minutes in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander 14, Holmgren 11, Hartenstein 11, Caruso 10 minutes off the bench, Mitchell 11. Cason Wallace has been a big factor with 3 three-pointers made. Also has 2 steals. He's made 3 of 4 threes. Harper off the inbound, shadowed by Mitchell in a 1-4 set. Wemby's back in, screening to the baseline side. Harper drives and kicks to Wemby, pump faking, drives into traffic, lost the ball. Stripped by Mitchell on a dig down. Shea the loose ball. Kicks to the trailing Dort. Navigates and finds SG up top, driving on Castle off the stutter step to the baseline arcs. A fadeaway 10-foot jumper, a beautiful shot. He lofts it home, and the Thunder lead by 11, their largest lead of the night. 58-47, SGA, 6 of 11 for 15 in Game 2. Crowd aroused. 2:25 left till halftime. Castle back with a Wemby pick. On the wing, can't free from Dort. Kicks to Harper, top of the key. Harper angles right. To the wing, played by Holmgren. Slashes and spins. Ducks under, comes up and under, missed a layup, but Holmgren fouls him. With 4.7 left on the shot clock. Chet with his first. 2:13 left in the second. His struggles continue in this series. 5 points, 2 rebounds, and my goodness. I don't know how you blow the whistle on that call, but the Thunder are not challenging it. Harper goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. He's got 6, 3 of 6 shooting. His first 2 foul shots of Game 2 coming. The lefty from Rutgers gets a roll on the first, and the Spurs have yet to miss in 9 foul shot tries tonight. Back within 10 is San Antonio. They'll host Games 3 and 4. Should Game 5 be necessary, and the Thunder are battling to ensure that, that would be back here on Tuesday of next week, after Game 4 comes up Sunday at 7 in San Antonio. Harper second. Perfect. So Dylan Harper and the Spurs continue to shoot free throws at an alarmingly high rate. Full court Spur pressure. They're back within 9. Mitchell comes back to handle for the Thunder. AJ back of a Shea pick. Gives it up, high post up to Hartenstein. Dribbles towards SGA between the rings. Shea's got the ball, driving left. Stutter steps, spins, nothing there. Sends it out front to Holmgren, comes back to get it. The back-to-back MVP with 5 to shoot. Drives and draws 2, right wing Dort, right corner Holmgren. Lofts a 3 over Wemby, that's blocked going up. Barnes saves the ball inside to Castle with 1:45 to play. Driving by Mitchell down the lane. Lees in. It's blocked from behind by Mitchell. He smothered the shot. What a play. Gilgeous-Alexander pouncing on the loose ball. Drives it to the paint. Contained by Barnes in the lane. Hartenstein feeds inside to Holmgren. His foul going up by Wembanyama. Victor picks up his 3rd. And he motions to the bench to challenge that. 3 fouls for Wemby in 14 minutes. He's been held to 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists tonight. 1:34 left in the second. Thunder attacking him in the solar plexus. They've got 18 of their 58 points on the interior and have established themselves in the lane, as Mitch Johnson's going to challenge this, his last challenge of the night, challenging the Wembanyama foul call on Chet. If this is reversed, I'm going to lose it. Chet got hit on the arm going up, the left arm by Wembanyama. If they're going to allow that to go, then we're in big trouble, folks. 58-49, Thunder by 9, 1:34 left in the second. Here's Tony Brothers letting us know of the challenge. We'll take time to let you know the verdict. This is Thunder basketball. Gear up and get loud this postseason. Official 2026 playoff merch is now available. Get fit for the occasion at the official Thunder shop at Paycom Center or online at okcthunder.com/shop. Spurs have won one challenge in this game involving Wembanyama, bidding to win a second right now. And on headset downstairs are the crew chief, Tony Brothers, along with his referee, Josh Tibbin, with aid from Secaucus, New Jersey's NBA Replay Center. If the call stands, and on replay, it looks to me like it should, Wembanyama is on the left arm of Chet going up, and his body hit his shoulder before he contacted the ball. The foul should stand. We'll see what the verdict is, and it's being determined right now. Tony Brothers is going to alert us to what it is. Either it's 3 fouls on Wemby,
Actually,
or they overturn
actually, he hits the ball before his arm touches him.
I think they had imminent possession.
He said that incorrect.
After the exchange, here's Tony Brothers.
After review, the ball is blocked clean by San Antonio. Therefore, there is no foul on the play.
It was. The video I'm watching shows it.
Therefore, they will receive the ball on the sideline. Because it was their second challenge, they lose their timeout, and they have no more challenges for the game.
You heard Tony Brothers. I have nothing additional to say.
He is
Other
right,
than
though.
This team's being officiated differently than the Thunder and differently than any team in the NBA.
And I watched, first of all, I apologize for the technical difficulties, but the ball was hit first, and then the arm was hit.
Torpedoing Alex Caruso, no flagrant foul, simply a common foul. And here, Wembanyama clearly hits the left shoulder of Chet going up before he contacts the ball, no whistle. Spurs get it down 9, 1:30 left till halftime. We'll see if the Thunder can close the half strong. They played really well in this quarter, outscoring the Spurs by 9. Wemby screens for Harper, barreling right, spinning left between defenders, sets up Wemby for a three-pointer straightaway that's online, no good. He side-rimmed it. Holmgren reels in the miss, his third board back from the Thunder. Gildas Alexander with a team-high 15 in back pocket. Slashes left, now right into the paint, spins, contained, finds Holmgren, sliding left. Whips it inside, Hartenstein to the rim for the big two-hand rim rocker. Wemby a bystander. Thunder by 11, 60-49, one done by Chet. His first assist, Thunder up 16 dimes in the half. And it made 50% of their shots. Harper between the rims, challenged by Mitchell. Nearly lost the dribble, gets it back, drives and kicks. Corner right, Barnes wide open, strokes a three, that's short. Rebound offside, Wemby grabbed it over Hartenstein. Left corner to Champagnie on the pass. Thunder called for a reach-in foul by Hartenstein, his third, and they're over the foul limit. Free throws coming for Wemby. After the play was scrambled, and Wembanyama had no choice but to pass. He goes to the foul line for the first time in Game 2 after knocking down 12 of 13 in Game 1. 47.1 left till halftime. OKC outscoring the Spurs after a deadlocked first quarter by 11 in the second, leading 60-49. Wembanyama readying for free throws, converting 85% in the postseason. Bends his knees and arcs it. That one's good. So San Antonio, 11 of 11 foul shooting in Game 2. Spurs are 5-1 on the road in the playoffs. The only loss coming in Game 3 when Wemby flung a vicious elbow into the neck of Naz Reid and was ejected, but no fine and no suspension after. Let any other player go through those histrionics, and you think you see a fine and a suspension? You bet you do. Wembanyama readies for the second. He's got 6 for the Spurs in the half. Castle leads them in scoring with 16. Victor's second is up and good. San Antonio down 9. Thunder in attack mode. Want to go 2-for-1 in possessions here with 47.1 left in the quarter with SGA, Caruso, Mitchell on the handle, Isaiah Joe, and Chet Holmgren. Mitchell a low crouching bounce at the Thunder logo. The difference of 23 game to shot clock. Mitchell drives in, leans in, throws a left-handed runner up and in over Wemby. That was beautiful from 7 feet out. He got tripped up without a whistle, but Mitchell off the bench has 6. 62-51 Thunder. 10 seconds separate the game in shot clock. Roaming out front, Harper lobs the ball to Champagnie. Closed out by Joe, back to Harper at midcourt. Double team, retreats, 8 to shoot. Off the stutter step, sliding right. Pulls up, pops, 16-foot fadeaway, won't drop. Loose ball tipped, Barnes has it. Shot clock off Champagnie, knocked down by Barnes, offensive foul on the moving screen. Thunder get it back, 10.5 left in the half. And what has been their best quarter of this playoff series in the Western Conference Finals could culminate after a 31-point first with their 32nd and 33rd points of the second. They put 31 on the board again against San Antonio to lead by 11. Carter Bryant and Stephon Castle enter. Wembanyama and Barnes exit. The middle will be open. Still 10.5 left till intermission. The Spurs out of fouls. Thunder coming with McCain, Mitchell, SGA, Aaron Wiggins, and Isaiah Joe, 5 guards. Mitchell picked up at midcourt by Vassell, 7 seconds. Between the rings, veers right. Kicks to Shea, straightaway 3. Spins into a double, falls down, loses the ball, gets it back, and that's how the half will end. 62-51 Thunder, bidding to even it up at 1 apiece. 15 for Shea, Thunder 62, the Spurs 51 at the break in game 2. This is Thunder basketball.
At Brahms, we offer more than...
Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging out. I apologize for the technical difficulties earlier. It's halftime. Get some grub, have a beverage, have a smoke. Do it all responsibly. See you in about 10 or 15 minutes. Hey, man, this guy is known, for those who don't follow OKC, just because I do a lot of the games, this guy will mislead based on his homerism for the team. He really, really does. So, you know, this is the one broadcast we have versus the San Antonio broadcast, which sounds like it's from San Antonio. With all due respect. Halftime.
Rebroadcast or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
This is the Oklahoma City Thunder halftime show with Gideon Hamilton and Matt Ravis. Now on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. It's halftime of Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Right now, Oklahoma City with a pretty healthy lead on San Antonio, 62-51. I'm Gideon Hamilton. I'm joined by Matt Ravis. And Matt, Game 1, not a lot of Isaiah Hartenstein. Game 2, a bunch of Isaiah Hartenstein, and that's had an impact on what San Antonio wants to do on the other end. That's one adjustment that we saw, but it's hard to account for anything in this game outside of San Antonio miscues. And of course, Oklahoma City always plays with immense defensive pressure, but a lot of these turnovers have been unforced by either playing too fast or just some poor decision making by San Antonio. It's completely disrupted what looked like it was going to be another great game.
I think they've done a great job of playing the passing lanes, hurrying, harassing the ball handlers, getting out, and at least making San Antonio not get comfortable, not dig into this game. So I do give the Thunder a lot of credit for forcing those turnovers. They were plus 11 on forcing turnovers in the second quarter, and typically not a team that sinks its teeth into the opponent in the second quarter. Usually the third quarter is where they do so, but because of all the turnovers they forced there, they were able to take a big lead. And as far as what you said about Isaiah Hartenstein, he picked up 2 fouls early. You wondered, okay, what is that going to look like? And I do think, Stephon Castle had just a gnarly dunk. That's the only way I know how to describe it. Over Hartenstein, smartly attacking him because he picked up that second foul. Really been the only time I've seen that affect him, but he's done a great job of hemming in Wemby in particular.
And Oklahoma City got off to a really hot shooting start. They're still at 51%, which is a great number for a playoff game, and plenty of wealth to be shared here. Luguentz Dort scored all 6 of his points relatively early here in this game. And then you had Cason Wallace come off the bench and knock down 3 3-point shots. They've got 5 reserves. Or 5 off the bench, I should say, in terms of that category for OKC.
I'm tallying up 28 bench points for the Thunder in the first half, and you knew off of that double overtime game in only one day in between, that both teams would lean on their depth. I mean, we saw Jordan McLaughlin play in the first half of the Spurs, which I don't think either of us would have predicted that would happen. But both these teams, I mean, the Thunder went really 10 deep effectively off the bench, even though Isaiah Joe got in for 4 seconds in the first quarter and really made it 11 deep. But the guys who have come in have done a good job. And what I really like about it is, even with the shifting lineups and even with guys in and out of the game, the offense has still flowed extremely well to the point where the Thunder have 16 assists on 23 made baskets.
And why this game looks a lot different than game 2, where eventually we saw a lot of turnovers for San Antonio, and Oklahoma City was able to use that to reel them back in. All of these turnovers already in this game have made it to where San Antonio cannot set up the defensive alignment that they want to. And even though Oklahoma City only officially has 8 fast break points, you've got guys that are getting back, pass out to the corner, fly by to contest, and all of a sudden you've got numbers within the three-point line where you can go in and score.
And I thought there was only one fast break that they would like to have back, where I thought Shea kind of forced a shot. And a lot of times he draws fouls on those 2-on-1 situations, just keeping the ball. So I didn't even have a big problem with that. That definitely plagued the Thunder in the previous game. They only converted on half of their 14 fast break opportunities. Thunder have done a much better job of finishing on those, and we know that that's one of their strengths, has been for the past couple years. And so you're right. I mean, the San Antonio defense just hasn't had a chance to get back, and they've kind of run ragged with that.
There's one thing to monitor for Oklahoma City, and Tim McMahon, who is in the building from ESPN, is reporting on this. Eventually people noticed, hey, Jalen Williams is not in the game, and then people in the arena started to notice, hey, Jalen Williams is not even on the bench. Jalen was the recipient of an alley-oop dunk. Looked pretty nondescript at that time, but apparently something happened on that play because he subbed out relatively quickly thereafter. And Tim McMahon from ESPN is reporting that Jalen Williams is receiving treatment on his left hamstring. That's the hamstring he strained in game 2 of the first round, Matt. And obviously we don't have all the answers right now, but it'll be interesting to see if Jalen comes back out for the second half.
Yeah, checked out about the 1:30 mark of the first quarter, never came back in. It's just certainly something you don't want to see. I think the Thunder did a great job of setting the pace and setting the tone without him. He's a great pace generator himself. I thought the Thunder still were able to play downhill and with force, but he's such a unique chess piece for them, not only because of what he can do offensively and as a ball handler, but defensively, very rangy, very long wingspan, is able to guard multiple positions that even some of the good perimeter defenders for the Thunder aren't as adept at doing. So definitely going to monitor that in the second half. Unfortunately, no more information than that to pass along at this point.
Thunder up by their biggest lead of the first half right now, 62-51. Coming up next, we'll talk to you about the Spurs' perspective on things headed into the second half. You're listening to Thunder Basketball. Welcome back inside Paycom Center. It's halftime of Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Right now, Oklahoma City with a sizable lead over the San Antonio Spurs, 62-51. And Matt, part of that has been Oklahoma City's attack, but a lot of it has been because of San Antonio's mistakes. They have to be so frustrated with a sequence where Oklahoma City had gotten out to a little bit of a lead. San Antonio with a couple of baskets, and it felt like, okay, if you can make a push here, this thing could be really tight at halftime. They turned the ball over 3 more times in a row after that, and Oklahoma City was able to stretch that lead out. Is there anything, I don't know what you say to tell those guys to not do that anymore, because again, a lot of it was just like being sped up too much.
Well, we thought Stephon Castle turned the ball over last game. He had 11 turnovers, including the 2 overtime period, so another 10 minutes onto that game. So he's on pace technically to outshine that. In the Spurs had 23 turnovers. Well, they're on pace to turn it over 26 times. So it's extremely tough to win any basketball game in which if we're extrapolating this, you are going to turn it over 20 plus times. However, if you can hem in some of those, and I do think Stephon Castle is good for a couple more, some of those other ones I agree are completely unforced, you know that your defense is going to keep you around in this game. You're just making the margin for error for yourself extremely thin. And couple that with, San Antonio got off to a good start shooting the 3 ball. They made 5 in the first quarter. Didn't make another one in the second.
Yeah. Well, we talked about it for their X factors. X marks the spot, and in this case, it's all of those X's on the shot chart when you're talking about Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell, a combined 2 of 12 in the first half.
That's brutal. We had talked about this pregame, and I'll give you some credit here. You had mentioned that De'Aaron Fox can be kind of a steadying presence with the turnovers and able to get them set in the half court. These guys, although they have had opportunities, you feel like the energy is so helter-skelter that they hadn't had an opportunity to get these guys into a rhythm, because as soon as you know it, they're back on their heels and having to run the opposite direction. So turnovers is kind of where that all flows down through, but they haven't felt very comfortable on offense this entire game, and obviously you give the Thunder a ton of credit for that, but some mistakes that they would like to have back, to your point.
Yeah, you throw in Julian Champagny. Those guys are combined 3 of 16, so about 30% between the 3 of them in the first half. Untenable if you want to have an opportunity to win. Victor Wembanyama, 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 blocks. It's a shame that Stephon Castle turned the ball over so much, because his shot making was really impressive in the first half, and some tough shots through contact. He's the only Spurs player in double figures with 16. So what are we looking at here in the third quarter? Oklahoma City would obviously love to blow this thing wide open, as is their custom in game 2.
I think Shea's in a good rhythm. No idea about J-Dub's availability. If he's not there, then A.J. Mitchell is going to have to step up in terms of his playmaking. And Wemby, I have a feeling he's going to take more than 4 shots. He only got up 4 shots, was able to get the free throw line once in the first half. So I'm not sure if that is a fatigue factor or what, but you have to feel like he is going to be more aggressive offensively. And Stephon Castle, you got to cut him off at the pass, because when he gets going downhill, he's such a physical force and such an athlete that he's difficult to stop.
All right, Matt, we'll talk to you after the game. Thunder lead at 62-51 at the break. Matt Pinto has the call coming up next. You're listening to Thunder Basketball.
At Oklahoma Christian.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center, where the Thunder have a 62-51 lead over the Spurs. Here what's called the second half is Matt Pinto.
Symmetrical first half offensively, 31 in the first, 31 in the second, 62 total. The Thunder at 51% shooting, making 6 of 14 threes. Knocking down 43% of their three-pointers now the last 7 playoff games. Got to the foul line 12 times, doled out 16 assists, and turned it over only 6 times for 5 points, while taking it away 13 times for 16 points, generating 10 first half steals, 8 of those from reserves, 3 courtesy of Case and Wallace, 2 each from A.J. Mitchell and Jared McCain. Thunder are basking in an 11-point lead in large part because they've got 11 more points off takeaways than San Antonio. And the Spurs down to 42% shooting in the game, 5 of 16 from 3. They're led by Stephon Castle with 16, but Victor Wembanyama is -7 in the raw plus-minus in 15 first half minutes, generating only 7 points on 4 shots. He has 5 rebounds with 3 blocks. Thunder getting 15 from SJ. He's +10 tonight. Best player by that metric for the Thunder is A.J. Mitchell, +14 in the raw plus-minus. But Shea efficient, 6 of 11 shooting, 3 of 3 from the foul line with 5 assists. That's a team high, as OKC's out assisting the Spurs by double, 16-8, now outscoring them in the paint after being beaten in the paint by 14 in Game 1, 22-20. Tim McMahon of ESPN reporting, and there's no official word as yet, that J-Dub sitting out since the 134 mark of the first quarter, not playing at all in the second, receiving treatment on his left hamstring, and we did not see him come out of the locker room to partake in what goes on to ready for the third quarter for the Thunder. So we'll provide word as soon as we receive it. Cason Wallace is starting the third quarter for the Thunder, along with Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, Lou Dort, and SGA. So Dub logging 7 minutes in which he contributed 2 steals and 4 points in Game 2 thus far. If we get an update on his status, we'll certainly provide it. Thunderball shooting the basket to my right against Dylan Harper, Victor Wembanyama, Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle, and Justin Champagnie. Shea doubled, swings the ball right corner to Dort, closed out by Champagnie, driving right to left in lane for a fadeaway 12-footer on Wembanyama that he splashes. So Lou Dort continues his parade to the mid-range area. He's got 8 on 3 of 3 shooting in Game 2, and the Thunder have a 13-point lead, their largest. Castle on the handle, hounded by Dort. Works between the rings, gets to the cell pick high left. Nothing materializing. Castle still pounds it. 12 to shoot. Angling right, jump passing to Wemby. Back drops on Hartenstein and fades away and hits a 12-footer in the lane. You know he'll get more involved here in the third quarter. That'll be the design of the Spurs anyway. Thunder by 11, 64-53. The Spurs have knocked down 44% of their shots. As Shea draws a double, lobs inside Hartenstein, kicks out to Holmgren open. Angle right 3 is on the way short, an air ball by 2 feet. Dort tried to save it, lunging and does, but it sails out of bounds. As Chet's struggles continue in this series. No confidence on that shot at all. He's 2 of 6 tonight for 5 points. Spurs get it back down 11. A minute gone by in the third. They won the opening tip. They'll have it to begin the fourth quarter of Game 2. Castle screens high left for Harper, who drives that way. Inside of Dort to the rim. Double pumps the layup try that he hits. And it's just too easy. A straight line drive allowed Harper. He's now in double figures with 10. Castle's got 16. They're quite a tandem, known as the Slash Brothers. Shea drives to the foul line, contained by a double team. Feeds Hartenstein top of the key. Handing to Dort. Back left flank to Shea. Dort screens. Shea can't navigate away from Castle yet. 7 to shoot. Roaming from 30. Slides right. Splits defenders. Whips it inside to Wallace. Shovels across the lane. Hartenstein for a floating push shot up and in. Lofting it home over Wemby. Well done by Wallace deep in the shot clock for the Thunder's 18th assist. And Hartenstein's played brilliantly with 6 points, 4 rebounds, and he's stymied Wemby to this point. Castle probing right. Nearly double teamed and stripped, but they call Wallace for a reach-in foul. That'll be Cason's first. Side out Spurs. I'm laughing because what's allowed at one end is just not permitted at the other. And that's been the case the entire series to this point. 66-55 Thunder. A game they believe they've got to win. They've got to even this thing at 1-1 before they head to San Antonio for game number 3 on Friday. Castle back of a Wembanyama pick. Powers right, contained. Right wing Champagnie open. Strokes a three-pointer that he back rims. Wemby over the back of Hartenstein. No whistle. Steps out of traffic. Begged for a foul. Cranks a left wing 3 that he hits. Unguarded. 66-58. Wembanyama literally begging for a foul call that wasn't forthcoming, and then nobody followed him to the wing. He cranked home a wide open 3. 8-point game. SGA crowded by Castle, pushed by Castle. Drives right into traffic. Nearly stripped, gets it back. Got to give it up to Wallace. Slicing down the lane to the trailing Hartenstein for a push shot from 10. It's no good. Fights for his own miss and gets it. Reached in on by Harper. No whistle. Left corner to Wallace. Tees up a rainbow 3 that's online. No good. He back rimmed it. Wembanyama one-hands the miss. Spurs are fighting. Get it back within 8 after trailing by 13. 9:25 left in the third. Harper Lobs inside to Wembanyama, who's grabbed by Hartenstein. My goodness, you can't breathe on him tonight. Carl Lane calls a foul because Hartenstein doubled back and tried to stop Wemby from going up to grab the lob. That's a second team foul on the Thunder, and Hartenstein's fourth. Twice the Spurs have challenged Wembanyama fouls and won both challenges. They're out of challenges, but Wemby should be at 4 fouls right now, and he's at 2. Jay Will in, Isaiah Hartenstein out with 4 personals. Thunder have 2 team fouls in the quarter, the Spurs none. 9:20 left to play in quarter number 3. Thunder 66, the Spurs 58. Castle to inbound near sideline, lobs the ball to Harper. Picked up by Wallace, Wembanyama screens. Harper behind it, driving right, spinning and kicking to Wembanyama. Left corner with a wide open 3 by Vassell. It's up and good. Devin Vassell splashes a wide open 3-pointer, and here come the Spurs. They're down 5, 66-61 on an 8-0 run. SJ on the handle. Navigates behind a J. Will pick, kicks to J. Will. Not looking at the rim on the dribble weave to Dort on the perimeter. Deep left corner, Wallace driving left to right. Puts in the corner to J. Will open. Strokes a 3-pointer that's online, in and out, no good. Harper has the miss. Nearly lost the ball. Wallace poked it away, but Castle's on it, giving to Harper. Down the lane, skipping to the rim, lays it up with the right hand and lays it in. As Wembanyama sets a moving screen that knocks down Jay Will with an elbow, there is no call, clearing the way like a blocking tackle, clearing space for a running back. And Mark Daigneault is hot, and he should be. The Spurs are down 3, getting benefit of having 3 additional personnel people on the floor for them. Jay Will gets knocked down by Wemby with an elbow to the chest, and Harper, because of that, had a clear path to the goal that he scored on a right-hand layup. 66-63, the Thunder 13-point lead is down to 3. And right now, the crowd is not happy with the 3 officials blowing the whistles. 8:42 left in the third quarter. San Antonio with momentum in a 3-point game. This is Thunder basketball.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center, where the Thunder had a 13-point lead earlier this quarter. It's now down to 3. That's because San Antonio has opened the quarter 5 of 6 shooting, including a couple of 3-point shots. They've also doubled up the Thunder in second chance points, 14-7. Here's Matt Pinto.
Take Thunder basketball with you wherever you go with the official Thunder app powered by OU Health. Get access to exclusive content, mobile alerts, and highlights. It's all access all the time. Download for free tonight on your phone or smart TV. And the news is worse than the 12-2 Spur run that's pulled them within one possession. Thunder made only 2 of 6 shots in the quarter, 1 turnover, 0 of 3 on threes. Got to find a way to respond now. J-Dub officially out for the rest of the game. Receiving treatment on the left hamstring that sidelined him for 6 playoff games previously. Jared McCain is in, along with Lou Dort, SGA, Cason Wallace, and Jay Will. Thunder have the only 2 team fouls in the quarter. As San Antonio's brought force, and Oklahoma City has been in a bit of retreat mode to begin the third. It's got to change. Wallace up the right side, scoots to the wing. Wembanyama closes on him. Cason retreats. Slide left, nothing there. Kicks the ball high left to Jay Will. On the wing to McCain. Knocked off the ball, no whistle. Drives the paint, lays it up. It's blocked by Wemby. Dort pounced on the loose ball, spinning. Up the sideline to Jay Will, back to Dort. Rainbow's a left wing three-pointer that's short. Thunder 0 of 4 on three-pointers in the quarter. Wembanyama the rebound, and the Spurs can tie with a 3. They've made 7 of 19 threes, Thunder 6 of 18. Wembanyama 4 3 straightaway hits, and it's deadlocked at 66. The run is 15-2 for the Spurs. We're back even with 4 minutes elapsed in the third quarter. Right now the Spur defense dictating to the Thunder. Challenging everything on the perimeter. Shea, corner right, Jay Will left alone. Strokes the three-pointer unguarded and nails it. The Ching of Thunder money ball. OKC knocks down his 7th 3 of the night. Jalen Williams has his 2nd three-pointer of the game. He's 2 of 6 from distance. And the Thunder go back up 3, 69-66. Wemby on the handle. Dances top of the key, spins, contorts, gives it up left corner of Vassell for a three-pointer to tie. It's perfect. Shea came off the strong side corner, and Vassell made him pay with his third three tonight. So the Thunder are not executing fundamentals to begin this third quarter. It's deadlocked again at 69. Left wing Jay Will pump fakes. Drives by Harper, contained by Wemby. Giving to Dort. Lugans. Corner left intended for McCain. Knocked away out of bounds by Dylan Harper. It's the Spurs playing with zip, zest, and tenacity, and Oklahoma City has retreated. It's 69 all. 7:24 left in the third quarter. Caruso in, Wallace out. 10 to shoot. 7:24 left third quarter. The game has featured 14 lead changes 7 times, but the Thunder had their way in the second quarter. And early in the third, had a 13-point lead. That's gone now. Shea, roaming left, draws it, double team, kicks to Caruso open. The angle right 3 by Alice is online, and in there, Ching a Thunder money ball. He nailed 8 threes in game 1. It's 2 of 2 tonight. He's got 10 in reserve. Gildas Alexander now 6 assists. Thunder by 3. Wemby steps out front. Top of the key, jab stepping Jay Will, pump faking. Sliding right on the run, floats it up errantly, but he follows with a right-hand dunk. So Wembanyama coming out with force, has scored 10 in the quarter already. 5 minutes in, it's 72-71. Shea up the sideline of Caruso, up top Jay Will, corner left to Dort. Plowing inside of Wemby, bounce feeds to Caruso, lays it up, erased by Wembanyama, who gets the loose ball and is fouled by Dort. Lou Dort picks up his 2nd. And Victor Wembanyama is just simply imposing his will in this third quarter the same way he did in game 1, as he falls down without any contact from Dort, or Dort reached in and apparently grazed his left leg. So the Thunder have 3 team fouls on the night. In the quarter, the Spurs have none. It's laughably awful. 72-71 Thunder, but the Spurs are mounting a big charge to grab a 2-game-to-none lead in this best-of-7 Western Conference final. Mitchell in, Dort out. Thunder playing without Dub, who played only a minute into the minute 38 mark of the first quarter of this game, only 7 minutes. Harper across the timeline, shadowed by Mitchell. Vassell screens to the top, Harper behind it with a step, driving and kicking. Corner right, open 3 by Castle up way off. Offside rebound, good box out by SGA on Champagny. He snags it, his 3rd. Shea barreling back top of the key. Tripped up by Champagny, knocked down in the lane as Justin Champagny acknowledges the indiscretion. The Spurs have their first team foul in the quarter. Comes with 6:24 left in the third. So in Dub's absence, who asserts offensive will for Oklahoma City? It's SGA, Chet Holmgren, A.J. Mitchell, Jared McCain, and Alex Caruso on the floor. Champagny sits down with 5 points and 1 foul. 18 to shoot. Shea cuts to the ball, gets it slot left. Castle undressing him. Shea tries to do a double, gives it up straight away to Holmgren, whips it corner right Caruso. Rainbows another 3. This one looks good, and is. Cha-ching, another Thunder money ball. AC for 3. 3 of 3 tonight. He's got 13 points in 12 minutes.
Alex Caruso.
Thunder. Caruso to the rescue again as Holmgren is guarding Wembanyama. Castle spins by Caruso down the lane and lays it in, powering home the right-hand layup. He's got 18 now. Russo's behind the play. Shea front court double, bounce feeds to AC. Glides top of the key and hooks it left corner to Mitchell. Runs it down on Wembanyama. Steps to the wing. Now near midcourt with 10 to shoot. Thunder space the floor up by 2, 75-73. Shea on the handle. Dances right on Wemby, steps back, fires. The 20-foot jumper looks good. It is. He splashes it. Gildas Alexander on his game tonight, 7 of 12 shooting.
West Side basketball, y'all. West Side hoopers.
Spurs up to 50% shooting on the night, trailing by only 4 after being down 13. Vassell, left corner Harper, jab steps on Mitchell. Slices right, in deep, lays it up on Shea, who knocks away that shot. Big time rejection by the MVP with McCain down the lane. To the rim floats a runner. He lifts short. Back for the rebound. Wembanyama fights with Holmgren for it and gets the loose ball. Up the left side to Castle, barreling baseline on Mitchell, stripped by Mitchell. Caruso pouncing on the loose ball. Thunder get it back off the Spurs, 14th turnover. Left wing McCain wants 3, gets none, it's short. Loose ball volleyed, McCain gets it. Holmgren the back tap. Carried to the trailing SGA between the rings, Thunder by 4. SGA out the stutter step, spins right. Floats it on the run, short from 10. Holmgren and Harper collide, and Chet is down, as is Harper. They call the foul on Holmgren. And that for the Thunder with 4:50 to play in the third brings them to the foul limit. Holmgren guilty of his first. 77-73 Oklahoma City. Battling to even this series at 1-1, but it's not coming easily. Carter Bryant, Luke Cornett in, Dylan Harper and Victor Wembanyama check out. As the Thunder are challenging this foul call on Chet Holmgren, and bluntly, I don't see them winning this. I just don't. I think the foul was on Holmgren on a loose ball where Harper has it. Chet then clips Harper on the right side of his body. And Dagnall's indicating that Holmgren may have been elbowed by Harper going for the loose ball, so we'll see.
He was elbowed on the left side of his head.
4:50 to play in the third quarter. We'll take time. This is Thunder basketball.
Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. He was elbowed, and Harper's going to the locker room. A lot of injuries. It's like it's a football game. Physicality. Commercial break.
to face a San Antonio team that won 62 games in the regular season. Holmgren from the line, 1 of 1, has 7 in game 2. Bends his knees, dips, shoots, and swishes. Thunder from the line are 12 of 14 and go back up 8, 83-75, answering the call here inside the final 4 minutes of the third as Wembanyama rests. Johnson pestered by Mitchell, streams across the timeline. The Spurs have only 1 turnover in the quarter, 14 tonight. Cornette screens high for Vassell, who drives to the foul line, pulls up, pops, 16-foot jumper drops. Not navigated well defensively by the Thunder at all. Back of the Cornette pick, and he's an excellent screen setter. Vassell's got 13. Shea off the stutter step, working the angle right dribble, dances on Bryant, pulls up, fires, 20-foot jumper straight away, rips the cords as he sent Bryant every which way and loose with a crossover behind the back. A dazzling deuce for SGA, 85-77 Thunder. Castle drives right baseline. Caruso on him, pushing off, pump fakes. Leans in, gives to Cornette, bad pass through the hands of Cornette, run down by Mitchell. Thunder seek a double-digit lead this trip, 3:05 left in the third. SGA out front. Barrels to the right wing, and Stephon Johnson kicks in the corner to Holmgren, driving the baseline, leans in and dunks! Oh, shit, don't be so mean! Should be a foul call as well, there is none. The Thunder go up 10 as Chet breathes fire. He's got 10 tonight, and SGA's got 8 assists. Thunder answer the call after the Spurs chased him down and caught him a couple of times earlier in the frame. OKC 87, San Antonio 77, 2:56 left in the third, while the Spurs group and have a chat with the 3 that are with them tonight, Carl Lane, Josh Tiven, and Tony Brothers. No foul call on Cornette on the Holmgren dash to the bucket for the deuce. He should be at the foul line right now, but the Thunder up by 10 as the Spurs call time will break away. This is Thunder basketball. No dub for the Thunder. Doesn't seem to matter as Oklahoma City has answered a tie game at 69 with 7:40 left in this third quarter to stream out to a 10-point lead on an 18-8 push. Up 87-77 on the Spurs as we venture towards the tail end of the third quarter at Paycom Center. Thunder brought force attacking the Spur defense. It limited them to 101 in regulation and 115 in the double overtime win on Monday. Thunder dented the Spur defense for 87 with 2:56 still left in the third quarter as the crowd's aroused at Paycom Center. Loud City getting louder with McCain, Mitchell, Caruso, SGA, and Holmgren defending against Harrison Barnes, Victor Wembanyama returning, Justin Champagnie, Jordan McLaughlin, who played some in the first half for the Spurs, and Devin Vassell have not seen Harper return from the locker room for the Spurs. Up the right sideline, McLaughlin pestered full court by Mitchell. Angles left to activate for the Spurs under heavy duress. McLaughlin back to the basket. Bounce feeds wide right to Harper. Squeezed by Caruso, 10 to shoot. Or Barnes rather. Sliding left in deep. Lays it up with the right hand. Lays it off. Can't convert, but they call Caruso for a touch foul. Does Carl Lane. All you ask is that you officiate the game the same way one end or the other. And it's just not happening. Holmgren got contacted worse than Barnes just did, and Barnes at the foul line. Chet denied a three-point opportunity, the last possession for the Thunder. Barnes' first free throw is up, good. Spurs have yet to miss in 13 free throw tries. They're back within 9, 2:40 left in the third quarter. This is a critical juncture of this game, because the Spurs will have the ball to begin the fourth. Barnes, a veteran, readies for the second. His first point of this series. Now he has his second as he knocks down that free throw. As Wembanyama just shoves Chet out of the way, going for a loose ball without repercussion. 87-79 Thunder. SGA handles. He has 22 points, 8 assists tonight. Bounce feeds to Caruso. Into the paint. Lobbing. Chet gathers up high, down hard, baby. Over Wembanyama. Holmgren rocks the rim with 2 hands on a gorgeous setup by Caruso for the Thunder's 24th assist. His third. Thunder by 10 again. McLaughlin back of a Wembanyama pick that levels Mitchell. McLaughlin drives and kicks to Wemby on the right wing. Flashing left on Chet. Barreling inside, spins, corner right McLaughlin, rainbow 3 up and in over SGA. Are you kidding me? Jordan McLaughlin knocks down his second 3 of the night. 89-82, the Spurs down 7 as Caruso looks to attack. Wide left, 1:55 left in the third. SGA fed the ball near midcourt, Vassell on him. Foul line to Caruso. Whips it back door to Mitchell for the driving left-hand layup. Gorgeously done by AC. As Wembanyama shaded towards Caruso, not wanting him to shoot a three, and Caruso threaded the needle for his 4th assist to Mitchell, who has 8. McLaughlin, right corner Vassell to the baseline. Pulls up the sideline to Champagnie. Slides baseline, lays it up on McCain and lays it in. Too easy. A straight line drive allowed. The Spurs are down 7, 91-84. They've made 50% of their shots in this game. Thunder have not been as intact defensively as we're accustomed to. Mitchell, pass fake, strides. Kicks right corner McCain, sets his feet, squares his shoulders, and misses a 3 short in a vacant lot. Wembanyama has a loose ball. 7-point Thunder lead. Wemby across the timeline, guarded by Caruso. Right wing Champagnie driving. He's in deep, lays it up on Shea, can't convert, and they call Shea for a foul because he dared meet Champagnie at the rim. He dared do that. Josh Tibbin blows the whistle. Gilgeous-Alexander has 3, and the Spurs are coming right back. From 10 down within 7 and possibly 5 with 1:11 left in the quarter. And Thunder out of challenges. It's Champagnie that fended off with the left arm there as Shea went vertical and challenged him going up. 1:11 left third quarter. Champagnie at the line, arcs the first. And finally the Spurs miss. He back rimmed it. 14 of 15 free throwing for San Antonio in game 2. Spurs have won the rebounding battle 33-26. Thunder big in assists 25-14, and they forced the Spurs into 15 turnovers with only 2 since halftime. And those are the counters for 18 points. Champagnie's second free throw is perfect. San Antonio's down 2 possessions after trailing by as many as 13. Minute 5 left in the third. Spurs have a foul to give. The Thunder out. Right corner wide open. Mitchell strokes a 3, no good. This ball volleyed off the backboard and taken by Vassell. Up the left side, McLaughlin to the trailing Vassell. Pulls up, pops, angle right three-pointer drops. One side's making threes right now, the other is not. The Spurs have knocked down 11 threes in 25 tries. Vassell has 4 of those for 16 points. San Antonio closing 11-4 to within 3 after being down 10 moments ago. Shea being undressed by Vassell without repercussion. Working to get free high right. Mitchell drives into traffic, coughs it up. Champagnie to steal. To Wembanyama. Stripped by Wallace. Shea undercut by Victor, who picks up his 4th. Actually acknowledges it. Going to give the Spurs another challenge? Maybe make up another rule for San Antonio tonight. Wembanyama picks up his 3rd. 36.6 left in the quarter. San Antonio down 10 moments ago has closed strong to within 3 at 91-88. They belie all the talk about how inexperienced they are. They are well coached and tough. And out shooting the Thunder right now from the field. They've made 2 more threes than the Thunder in game 2 as well. A difference of 13 game to shot clock. Shea barreling right. Pulls up, pops, the fadeaway right of the paint. Rains and drains it 13 feet away. Thunder get their 2 for 1 in possessions. 29.5 left in the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, 10 of 16 shooting, has 24. Out front, McLaughlin. Feeds inside to Barnes. Bad pass knocked away, stolen by McCain. Shot clock off. Thunder can get the final salvo up here, up 93-88. Shea doubled. Down squeeze McCain out front. Jared with 12 on the game clock. Retreats on McLaughlin. Shea wants it, gets it between the rings on Vassell, crowds him. Right wing McCain open. Long wing 3 is up and in. Cha-ching at Thunder money ball. It comes with 4.7 left in the quarter. Thunder back up 8. They've scored the last 5. McLaughlin to midcourt. Behind the back dribbles with 1. Driving left, pulls up, fires the rainbow 20-foot jumper. An air ball because Shea and McCain wouldn't allow it. Jared McCain off the bench. A big tray. His second tonight, and the Thunder lead by 8 going to the 4th, closing that 3rd frame with a critical 5-0 burst. They go to the final 12-minute stanza in game 2. Spur ball to begin it. We'll get there next. This is Thunder basketball. Bring more Thunder to your timeline by following the official @OKC Thunder social media channels. You'll get behind-the-scenes access, daily updates, giveaways, and more. Stay locked in and follow @OKC Thunder tonight. Well, this series is not disappointed. Game 1 went double overtime. San Antonio persevered behind a massive night from Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's had his moments tonight with 17 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks. But the Thunder have gotten balanced scoring, balanced effort defensively, coming up with 14 steals, 3 block shots. They've taken away 16 points off of turnovers, more than the Spurs. That's helped them navigate tonight when they've been outscored 18-7 in second chance points. 52% Thunder shooting tonight thanks to 26 assists. Spurs have only 15 assists on 50% shooting. San Antonio one more 3 than OKC. The Thunder offense resurrected after game 1 in which they struggled to sustain. They put up 34 in the third after 31 in each of the first 2 quarters, making 14 of 26 third quarter shots. Spur ball to begin the fourth with Wembanyama in the middle, guarded by Hartenstein, who has 4 fouls. Champagnie checked by Isaiah Joe. McCain is on Castle. Harrison Barnes will be guarded by Alex Caruso, and A.J. Mitchell takes on Keldon Johnson. Spur ball. Fourth quarter underway, Thunder by 8. Castle comes to it in the backcourt. Caruso escorts him across the timeline. Defending. Stefan across the midcourt area. High post right to Barnes, feeding Victor Wembanyama. Whips it inside the Castle at the rim. Pump fakes, lays it up and lays it in. Way too easy. Simple give and go, and Stefan Castle now has 20. 96-90. Thunder defense got to find a way to blow its back. Hartenstein top of the key on the dribble weave to Joe out front. Joe jump passing inside, bad pass, knocked away by Wemby, taken by Hartenstein. Left corner McCain, he wants 3. Online way short. Loose ball dug out by Champagnie. No J-Dub after he exited late in the first quarter with a recurrence of the left hamstring. Wembanyama left wing, free to fire. He does a 3 and he overshoots the rim badly. McCain digs a rebound out against Keldon Johnson. Thunder get it back up 6, a minute gone by in the fourth. McCain straight away to Hartenstein. Raps trying to feed to McCain. Drives to the foul line. Drifting right on the baseline to Hartenstein, facilitating. Dribbles out front, slashes left on Wemby. Gives it up to Caruso with 7 to shoot, handing to McCain. Slides left wing, steps back, fires, it's for 3, and it's no good and not a good shot. Champagnie's got the miss. Spurs get it back, shutting the Thunder out. A minute 15 into the fourth. OKC 96, San Antonio 90. Champagnie between the rings to Castle, played by Mitchell. Angles right back of a Wembanyama pick with a step to the baseline, bullies his way to the bucket and lays it in. 22 for Castle. And the Thunder offering very little deterrence to that, as the Spurs again have 40 in the paint to 34 for OKC. It's a 4-point game. First 4 in the fourth to San Antonio. Minute 30 gone by. Joe out front. Can't shoot the 3, driving by Champagnie. Lost the ball. Gets it back. Comes up and under. Shovels to Hartenstein. Slot right Caruso, 7 to shoot. Corner right Joe open. Springs a 3 that looks good. It isn't. It's in and out. Hartenstein loses the rebound battle to Castle, but McCain gets it back. To Joe, right wing. McCain strokes another 3-pointer. This is pure. Chichinga Thunder money ball. Thunder are scrapping. They now have 10 second chance points as McCain has 9 off the bench. OKC by 7. As Caruso and Barnes are called for offsetting fouls. Or did they get Caruso, or they got Isaiah Joe for chucking Harrison Barnes across the timeline? It's like, use those eagle eyes on the other end as well, Josh Tibbin. Thunder have the first team foul called in the fourth quarter. Isaiah Joe picking up his second. 99-92 Thunder, 10:01 left, as Castle shoving Caruso. Ball comes into Wembanyama left wing, straight away to Castle. Widens out right, draws 2. Left of the paint to Champagnie, straight away Castle, right corner Barnes. Slides inside, pump fakes, shovel feeds in the corner. Mitchell grabs it and steals it to Hartenstein off the left side, McCain. Played by Castle, barrels baseline, lays it up on the run, overshoots the rim, knocked down by Castle without a whistle. What else is new? Wembanyama back straight away. Ducking right on Hartenstein, swooping, lays it up, and blows the bunny, but he tips in his own miss. 99-94, the Spurs have 20 second chance points. Wembanyama now 19 points. Thunder by 5, 9:25 left. Mitchell, Harris by Castle, wedging right behind a pick by Hartenstein. Grinds into a double, kicks to Hartenstein for a push shot from 15 straight away that's short and not a good shot. Castle has the miss with 9:10 to play. The Spurs imposing their will defensively. Castle, power dribbles right of the paint, jump passes left corner Barnes, catch and shoot 3 is up and good. And the Spurs are on the doorstep, trailing by 2, 99-97. Out executing the Thunder right now to begin the fourth quarter, hitting 52% of their shots on the night. 9:05 to play, a world of time, and right now the Spurs have momentum. We'll see when SGA returns. This is Thunder basketball. Everyone loves free food, that is. Score a free taco during every Thunder game day at participating Taco Bueno locations. Mention the offer to redeem Taco Bueno, the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder compromised in the absence of J-Dub in Game 2, exited late in the first quarter with a recurrence of that left hamstring that he's received treatment on since he's not returned. And the San Antonio Spurs are getting a boost from the bench, courtesy of Jordan McLaughlin with 2 3-pointers, and Harrison Barnes just knocked down a 3. That tandem has combined for 11 points, and the Spurs are beating a path back from 13 down to within 2. San Antonio's got momentum, and Oklahoma City's got to find some answers on the defensive end. They've allowed 51.5% field goal shooting tonight, and when the Spurs haven't turned it over, they've been incredibly efficient with their shot making. 12 of 27 on threes, 44%, and the Spurs again have gone to town on the backboard, out-rebounding Oklahoma City 39-28 in the game, including 14 on the offensive board for a 20-10 second chance point advantage. Thunder are a bit shorthanded in Dub's absence and come with Hartenstein, McCain, SGA, Case and Wallace, and who's the 5th Thunder player? Alex Caruso. Thunder's 13-point third quarter lead has been dwindled to 2. The Spurs have 4 in double figures, led by Wembanyama with 19 points and 14 rebounds. Castle has 22. San Antonio again has won the points in the paint battle by 8, 42-34. Full court pressure. Shea will be escorted across the timeline by Castle. Spurs no team fouls. The Thunder have 1. Shea knocked down by Castle, was called for a second foul at midcourt. Carl Lane finally had the guts to blow the whistle. 99-97 Thunder. OKC going with an unaccustomed unit in terms of minutes they played together this season, but the way this team is wired and the depth on the roster and the quality of their competitive fire, we'll see if they can bring this thing home. Up by only 2. Early fourth quarter, trailing the series 0-1. McCain in the backcourt, pestered by Champagnie. Scoots up the right sideline to activate. Crossing over, snaking between the rings. Castle jumps at him as McCain's at midcourt. 12 to shoot, knocked down by Castle, no whistle, and Castle ties him up, basically tackling him. Stephon Castle like a bull in a china shop, and they just refuse to blow the whistle against him. 10 to shoot for the Thunder, 8:46 left in the game. Castle will jump it up with McCain. Jared McCain, acquired at the trade deadline from Philly, stands 6'3". Stephon Castle is 6'6". So the Spurs should win this tip with 8:46 to play in a 2-point game. Both guys in the crouch. Ball in the air, tossed up by Carl Lane, and Castle loses a tip to McCain, who tips to midcourt. That's Shea. How about that? Shea swooping right, corner right McCain. Driven off the line by Barnes, contained in the paint. 3 to shoot near midcourt to Wallace. Caruso fires a 30-foot three-pointer angle right, no good. Fight for the rebound. Wallace fights to get it and does. And he's grabbed by Kelvin Johnson. What hustle by the Thunder throughout the course of that sequence. You talk about a team with heart and championship medal. It's shown right there. McCain double-tipped a jump ball against a much bigger and more powerful spur in Stephon Castle, and then the missed shot late in the shot clock saw Wallace out-hustle the Spurs. Left baseline, Shea dips it inside to Hartenstein to Wallace open. Angle right three-pointer by Cason. Wallace rips the cords. Cha-ching, that's Thunder money ball number 4 for Wallace. He's got a dozen. Thunder match the Spurs with their 12-3 and lead by 5, 102-97. 8:15 to play. Right wing Barnes pass fakes, finds Wemby wide open. His 3 straight away, no good. Wallace high for the rebound. Outletting right to McCain. The Spurs are back. Jared gingerly across the timeline, out front to Hartenstein, back to McCain, 3 for 3 straight away, banks it, in and out and back in again. He didn't call glass, it doesn't matter. Cha-ching, that's Thunder money ball number 13. OKC by 8, 105-97, 7:50 left. Castle feeds Wemby slashing and kicking. Corner left to Johnson, open for 3, way off, an air ball. Gilgeous-Alexander knocked down, gets the rebound from his wallet, finds Wallace and gets it back. SGA 4 boards. Picked up at midcourt by Castle, drives by him to the foul line. Floats it up on the run, and the play negated. Is Castle called for his third, or was Wembanyama called for shoving Hartenstein to the floor in front of the play? They call Castle. Castle's third. Side out Thunder, who bid for another double-digit cushion after the Spurs had cozied up within 2. Thunder have scored 6 straight on back-to-back trades. Barnes and Johnson out. Vassell and Carter Bryant back in as Wembanyama gets away with murder again. Just throwing a forearm to the midsection of Hartenstein, knocking him down. Hartenstein out front off the inbound, looking left. Comes straight away to McCain. Weaving right. On the flank to Caruso, slashing left, 5 to shoot. Pump fakes, leans in, goes lefty, can't convert, but he's fouled by Champagnie going up. And Alex Caruso with 7:22 to play gets free throws and a chance to extend the Thunder lead back to double digits after the Spurs nearly caught them through the first 3 minutes of this fourth quarter. AC at the foul line, 1 of 3 in game 1 during the regular season, knocked down 80%. He's again played huge. Caruso has 13 with 4 assists, 3 rebounds. His free throw was on the way good. And Caruso also on this night defensively has one of the Thunder's 14 steals. That's helped them extract the ball 18 times for 23 points from the Spurs. Caruso looks to extend this lead to 10, awaiting the ball for the second foul shot. 7:22 left. Spurs out of fouls. Thunder have only 1. So the pendulum is swinging there. AC's free throw looks good and is. So Caruso again money, punctuating an 8-0 Thunder push to a 10-point lead at 107-97. 7:20 left. Pass up the left sideline against Wallace's sticky on-ball pressure. Pounds it at midcourt. Goes over and back. It's Thunder ball. Castle fell asleep because of Wallace's on-ball pressure. It was outstanding. And Stephon Castle commits his 8th turnover of game 2 after 11 in game 1. That's the Thunder's 19th takeaway. Loud City, louder than it's been all night. Thunder up 10, scoring 8 in a row. 7:15 left. Caruso gets it into McCain, playing big minutes in Dub's absence. Jared at the logo. Shea fights to it, comes to get it near midcourt against Castle, swooping left. Steps out front, cranks a 3 that's on line, in and out, no good. Loose ball, McCain took it away from Wemby. Back to Shea, leaps and leans, 3-pointer straight away short. Hartenstein gets it and is stripped and fouled hard going up by Vassell as Oklahoma City right now wants it more, and Alex Caruso's playing the crowd. Listen. (107-97) Thunder. They ripped off 8 in a row, and Hartenstein can push the run to 10-0, and the Thunder lead to a dozen. This is taking grit and just straight out effort. Vassell with his 3rd foul, the Spurs out of fouls. Hartenstein, the lefty, bends his knees, he dips, shoots, and swishes. Thunder, the best foul shooting team in the playoffs, have knocked down 15 of 17 tonight. And when they were down by 21 in rebounds in game 1, only down 7 in this game. They've got 14 second chance points now. And Hartenstein can make it 15 if he nails this. Holmgren in, Caruso out. AC again just doing extraordinary work. 4 of 6 shooting, 3 of 4 on threes. He has 15 points. Hartenstein readies with the second. It's up. Looks good and is. So Isaiah Hartenstein, a 60% free thrower in the regular season, is making 83% in the playoffs. The Barnes 3 has been followed by a Thunder 10-0 run. Spurs are within 2. It's 12 now. Castle roaming right of the paint. Crossing over on Wallace. Lost the ball, but it's scooped up baseline by Keldon Johnson. Spinning on Holmgren. Pinned. Gives it up. Out front to Wembanyama wide open. The angle right 3 is up. Short. Loose ball. Holmgren fights for it, and Keldon Johnson grabs him from behind. Free throws coming for Chet. Wembanyama misses another key 3. He's 3 of 7 from distance. And after 41 in game 1, has been limited to 19 tonight on 7 of 14 shooting. Holmgren toes the line with a dozen points in back pocket. Chet's got 3 rebounds, 2 assists as well in game 2. Thunder up a dozen, 109-97. If these two go down, it will be their largest lead of game 2. The previous was 13. Chet rocks into rhythm. The crowd quiets. 6:38 to play. The big man dips, shoots, and it rattles out. No good. A rare miss. Spurs are 15 of 16 foul shooting. Oklahoma City is now 16 of 19. The game in which they have 29 assists and made 49% of their shots, including 13 threes at a clip of 39%. Thunder offense humming smoothly for the most part in game 2 after a massive struggle in game 1. They put 109 on the board, 5.5 minutes into the 4th. Chet readies for the second, an 83% free thrower himself in the playoffs. He casts it, and he sticks it. Thunder match their largest margin on the plus side of 13 and lead 110-97 with 6:38 to play. Wallace on Castle. Castle driving, jump passing, right wing to Vassell up with a 3 that's online and in there. Devin Vassell, big factor for the Spurs, 5 threes on the night, has 19 points. And Vassell a new playoff career high, 110-100. Spurs go half-court trap as Hartenstein lobs inside in Tennifer. Holmgren, a poorly thrown ball deflected by Wembanyama. Right baseline to Keldon Johnson. Right wing Castle wide open, strokes a three-pointer and buries that. 6 straight Spur points. It's 110-103. They won't go away. 6:05 to play. SJ doubled. Hit by Castle, no whistle. Wide left to Holmgren. Driving right. Spins on Johnson. Pulls up, pops. 12-foot jumper won't drop. Hartenstein the rebound. Out of a double. Right wing to Wallace. Contained by Castle. Sets up Shea between the rings. 8 to shoot. Shea dancing. Up the right sideline, Wallace. Dumps it baseline to Hartenstein. Flipping. 12-footer that he nails over Wembanyama. Fearlessly attacking Hartenstein in doubles with 10. Thunder Welch 112. The Spurs 103. 5:35 to play. The Chanas defense. Castle nearly stripped by Wallace. The two go into the backcourt to get the loose ball. They call a loose ball foul on Case and Wallace. That whistle blown again by Josh Tibbett. That's the Thunder's second team foul. No blood there as Kaysen picks up his first. Castle a shaky handle and the Thunder have feasted. 11 turnovers for Castle, who's a tremendous player. In game 1, he's been guilty of 8 in this one. Timeout called, 112-103 as both sides collect their breath. 5:32 left in game 2's regulation. Oklahoma City up 9. Spur ball off the stoppage. We'll be back. This is Thunder basketball. Matt Pinto, welcome you back to Paycom Center. A raucous Wednesday night unfolding. Game 2 of the Western Final. Thunder trying to battle back to even at 1-1, losing game 1 in double overtime by 7 on Monday. Up 9 right now with 5:32 left in the fourth quarter. Tonight's OG&E power play of the game comes courtesy of the same guy that offered it for the Thunder on Monday, Alex Caruso. Caruso has scored 46 points in the first 2 games in this series, converting 11 of 18 threes, including 3 of 4 trays tonight. He's accounted for 15 of the Thunder's 112 points, doing phenomenal work. Right leg hamstring for Dylan Harper. He's out for the remainder of the game. Thunder have lost J-Dub to a left hamstring that sidelined him the first 6 games of the playoffs tonight. They have forged ahead without him and found ways to build the lead to 9 because they've really gone to town on the backboard. Really good job of extending possessions with 17 second chance points on the night. They have 14 offensive rebounds, tying the Spurs in that column. The Thunder are plus 15 in points off turnovers, forcing 19 miscues by San Antonio for 25 points while giving up 9 times themselves for 10 Spur tallies. Thunder getting off 11 more shots than San Antonio. Defending right now with Hartenstein, SGA, Kaysen Wallace, Chet Holmgren, and A.J. Mitchell against Justin Champagnie, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Victor Wembanyama, and Keldon Johnson. Wembanyama screens for Castle, swirling right of the paint on the dribble weave to Keldon Johnson, guarded by Wallace. Gives it up on the dribble weave to Champagnie. Straight away. Wide right to Castle against Holmgren. Dancing, stepping back, cranking. Angle right three is going to be short. Loose ball volley. Keldon Johnson gets it, lays it up and lays it in. He's fouled doing so by Wallace. So the Spurs again are within 6 points, 2 possessions, and they can make it a 5-point game if Keldon Johnson, utilizing sheer muscle to grab that one over Wallace, can convert the foul shot. His first of the night. Got 7 points in 21 minutes with 4 rebounds, including a big retrieval of a miss there. Johnson only a 67% foul shooter during the playoffs. Thunder by 6. Johnson's free throw is up. No good, he back rimmed it. Hartenstein one-hands the rebound away from Wembanyama, his 8th, and the Thunder get it back, leading 112-106 with a world of time on the clock, 5:10. Mitchell between the ring surveys. Kicks to Shea off the left elbow. Crowded by Cassell, drives. Floats a runner on Wemby. Lofts it home from 7. Their back-to-back MVP over the unanimous Defensive Player of the Year. Gotta love that. SGA 26, Thunder by 9 again. Right wing Castle dancing. Gives it up to Champagnie beyond the arc, closed out by Shea. Cross-court right Castle, right wing Wembanyama. Jab stepping Hartenstein, 10 to shoot. Wembanyama slips the ball to Champagnie, who arcs an angle left 3 that's up, way off. Loose ball gathered by Holmgren, his 4th board. Thunder get it back up 9 with 4:37 to play. Big stop. Mitchell greeted by Vassell across the timeline. The low crouching right-hand dribble has Mitchell at the logo, kicking off the left elbow to Shea. Facing up on Castle, holding around his ankles. 8 to shoot. Shea kicks it, right wing, Wallace up the ladder to get it. 5 to shoot. Near midcourt to Mitchell, dishing to Shea with 30 feet away. Slot right Mitchell, leans in, launches, angle right three-pointer, not close. Loose ball, Hartenstein out hustles Wembanyama again for it. Thunder get a second crack with 4:10 to play. Shea, stutter step, pulls up, pops, angle right three-pointer is short. Inside, Hartenstein grabs the rebound again from Wembanyama, steps up the left sideline. Ihart invaluable. Left corner, Shea draws a double. Spins. Crosses over, pulls up, leans in, launches. 21-foot jumper, rings the rim and flies out. Heartbreak. Champagnie gets it, 3:50 to play. Spurs run, Castle down the lane, jump stops. Kicks left corner Johnson, rainbow 3 is up, and good. Keldon Johnson, huge 3-point shot. 114-108, the Spurs not dying. 6-point game, 3:39 left. Mitchell across the timeline, Hartenstein a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds tonight. Mitchell, back of a Shea pick. Gilgeous-Alexander wants it. Vassell is grabbing him without a whistle. 8 to shoot. Mitchell, 30 feet straight away. Looking left. Slides right, spins left in the lane, lays it up on the run. Can't convert. Hartenstein's tip won't go, but he's fouled by Champagnie. Ihart's sheer will and physicality wearing down San Antonio. What a night he's had. Gets to the free throw line on the Champagnie foul at the cup. 3rd on Champagnie. Penalty situation, 3:19 left. 7 Thunder offensive rebounds in the 4th quarter, as they are grappling even after misses to within 3 on the glass of the Spurs on the night. And Hartenstein responsible for 11 of those 38 rebounds as a team. Ihart going to take his time. Eye the rim. Sends the free throw up. It tumbles short. No good. 114-108. An enormous amount of time left in game 2. 3 minutes and 19 seconds as Caruso brings energy in off the bench. Holmgren sits down with 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists on the night. Ihart hunched over, grabbing the bottom of the shorts to collect his breath. He's logged 24 minutes in this game, double the amount of minutes he played on Monday in game 1. The lefty sends a second free throw up, looks good, but it isn't, in and out. Wembanyama has the miss, back come the Spurs, an empty possession for the Thunder. 3:15 remains. Wallace guards Castle, who handles the dribble. Lobs to Johnson at the foul line, hooking left corner Champagnie, wide open for 3, misses. Loose ball, Vassell climbs the ladder of SJ and is called for a loose ball foul. Gilgeous-Alexander gets foul shots with an excellent box out, and the Thunder breathe a sigh of relief because Champagnie was in a vacant lot. He's a 42% three-point shooter on the season. Tonight, 1 of 7. 114-108 Thunder. Hearts and throats on every shot both ways, as this series has been an absolute beauty between two 62 or more win teams in the regular season. It's been rare that's happened in the conference finals in NBA history. SGA from the line 4-4 has 26 points in game 2. Dribbles once, bends his knees, dips, shoots, and rattles in the first. Thunder 115, the point total they got to in double overtime in game 1. It's 7 better than the Spurs right now, 115-108. 3:04 left. Shea's got 27 with 9 assists, 11 of 21 shooting. Second stroke looks pure and is. He's knocked down all 6 free throws, and Oklahoma City's back on top by 8. 116-108. As Castle will work the clock inside the 3-minute mark, pounding the dribble across the timeline. Castle played by Shea. Powers baseline, loses the ball, but a foul called on SGA, who grabbed Castle. Good call. 14 foul on Thunder at the foul limit, rather than allowing a layup against a Bull inside. Shea took the personal, which will be his 3rd. Side out Spurs, 15 to shoot, 2:56 left in regulation. Thunder 116, the Spurs 108. Game 3 coming up on Friday night, and every other day pattern through the course of this best of 7. That'll be a 7:30 start in San Antonio. Johnson lobs the midcourt to Castle. Ball knocked away off of Javon Castle by Payson Wallace. He did it again. That's the 9th turnover against Castle tonight. He has 20 in the series. Payson Wallace's anticipation was absolutely impeccable, and the Spurs have given it up 20 times in game 2 for 25 points. Thunder get it back up 8, 2:50 to play. Mitchell pounds the dribble between the rings, looking right. Vassell on him. Stationary at the moment, shot clock to 12. Mitchell 40 feet away. Beats Shea off the elbow, crowded by Castle. Dribbles to the wing and cranks a fadeaway 15-foot jumper that's short. Vassell's got the miss with 2.5 to play. Spurs on it, down 8. Wemby crossing over on Hartenstein to the baseline, floats it up, a prayer not answered. Fights for his own miss, but Hartenstein says, excuse me, I'll take that board, my 12th. Big miss by Wembanyama, who hurried the shot. Thunder have the ball up 8, 2:20 to play. Caruso straightaway navigates and takes a look, giving to Mitchell, slashing right in the paint, pulls up, pops, 12-foot jumper, drops! Thunder by 10! A.J. Mitchell, fearless. 2:09 to play in the second game of this series. It's 118-108 Thunder. Mitchell's got 10, 7th Thunder scorer in doubles. Castle between the rings, angles and kicks. Left flank, Vassell pump fakes, fires. The wing 3 is up and good. Devin Vassell, money, has 6 threes, a new career playoff high 22. It's 118-111, 1:57 to play. Ball comes in deep in the backcourt against full court pressure to Wallace, who defers to Mitchell. AJ across the timeline against Vassell. Same play call for the Thunder, 1:45 to play, OKC by 7. Mitchell, high post left to Shea, avoids a steal attempt by Castle. Holds, angle left, pawed at by Castle. 7 to shoot, he jab steps. Shea to the wing, pulls up, pops, 20-foot jumper, won't drop. Tip followed by Hartenstein off. Champagnie clears. Giving the backcourt to Vassell, 1:30 to play. Vassell streams front court to the trailing Champagnie. Left wing Castle, dumps it low left to Wemby. Reverses field, comes up and under, and lays it in with the right hand. Wembanyama's got 21. The Spurs are down 5. 118-103. Dangerous territory now with 1:20 to play. Thunder need a good shot. Mitchell gives to SGA just inside midcourt. His shirt is untucked fully. Crowded by Cassell, drives by him, but he's called for an offensive foul. His left hand hit the face of Castle after he drove by him. Shea has his 5th foul. 1:15 to play. That is an enormous turn of events. The Thunder lead 10 a moment. It goes down to 5 at 118-113 with 1:15 to play. Castle's going to get a running start, greeted at midcourt by Wallace. Feeds the right wing to Johnson, gets it back, plows baseline. Hooks in the corner to Vassell, catch and shoot, rainbow 3 is up off the top of the backboard. Johnson gets the miss ball down and shovels to Castle out front, a minute left. Baseline throws it away, intended for Champagnie, who drifted to the corner, and the ball was thrown as if he was going to cut back door. Mitchell is slow getting up. He's holding his upper right leg with the Thunder in front by 5 and 1:01 left. Mitchell is yet to get up. Seated under the basket and his right leg right now, he's not moving it much. Dort comes over. Jay will come over to help him up, as does Cason Wallace as he tries to walk it off. An absolute battle of attrition. I think he took a knee to the thigh. Will AJ stay in? It doesn't look like it. Looks like he's coming to the bench to receive treatment from the Thunder medical staff. So Mark Daigneault burns one of the 2 remaining Thunder timeouts with 1:01 to play. OKC leading 118-113 in a wild one at Paycom Center, the same way that game 1 was. And what happened is Johnson, going for the loose ball, kicked Mitchell just right of his midsection in his upper right leg. 1:01 to play. Game 3 coming up on Friday at 7:30 at Frostbank Arena in San Antonio. These 2 teams were the best by the record in the regular season. Spurs 62-20, the Thunder 64-18, and it's shown itself in this series so far. OKC is really groveling to score, but converting 7 of 10 free throws here in the fourth quarter, converting only 6 of 21 shots from the field and 3 of 11 threes. Meanwhile, the Spurs are at 50% shooting for the game, being outscored by 5 in large part because they're minus 15 in points off turnovers. And Stephon Castle has 9 again tonight after 11 in game 1. He's minus 7 in the raw plus minus. The Thunder group down to my left, on top by 5 in a game they've led by as many as 13. The Spurs' largest lead was 5 on a night that's featured 14 lead changes and 7 ties. 9 of those came, by the way, in the opening quarter. A quarter that saw the 2 teams even at 31 apiece. Thunder outscored the Spurs 31-20 in the second. Were outscored 37-34 in the third, and have been outscored 26-22 here in the fourth. Jared McCain in, good foul shooter. SGA, Isaiah Hartenstein, Alex Caruso, Cason Wallace, the other 4. Mitchell is out. 1:01 to play, a fresh 24 on the shot clock. Spurs out of fouls, as are the Thunder. Caruso will inbound, far sideline front court against Keldon Johnson's on-ball pressure. Wembanyama, Vassell, Castle, and Champagnie out there as well. McCain comes to it at midcourt. Inside the final minute, Thunder by 5, 118-113. McCain at the logo. Working the bounce, stationary. Pawed at by Vassell. Squares up, 12 on the shot clock, 40 feet away. Shea wants it and gets it. Lifted high left on Castle to the baseline. Steps back, fires from the wing. An 18-foot jumper, nothing but net.
Bucket.
Gilgeous Alexander rips the corners. He has 30 in game 2. Thunder by 7.
MVP.
121-13. The NBA's clutch player of the year shows his stuff right there. 42.5 to play, Thunder by 7. Castle, right wing Johnson, back to Castle. Roaming baseline on Shea. On the wing, Champagnie, crowded by Wallace. Corner right, Castle, pump fakes and fires. It's for 3, and it's off. Loose ball fought for. Hartenstein has it. His 13th board. OKC is in good shape now. 25 seconds to play. Thunder by 7. Shea across the timeline draws a double. Left wing, Wallace. Down the lane, Caruso to the rim for finishing touches, baby. AC lays it in with the left hand. Thunder 122, the Spurs 113. We're on the brink of getting this thing even at Paycom Center. 19.7 to play. San Antonio burns its final timeout. 4 straight Thunder points, a bucket by SGA, 2 by the veteran Caruso, and the Thunder placing 7 in double figures tonight with 122 points scored against the Spurs' mighty defense. Lead the game by 9 with 19.7 to play. Hartenstein huge with 13 rebounds and 10 points. Caruso big with 17 points and 5 assists. And the Thunder have gotten lifts from McCain with a dozen, 10 from A.J. Mitchell. Cason Wallace has scored 12 on 4 threes, and the Thunder have knocked down 13 three-pointers in this game with 34 assists on 45 makes. They've been outstanding attacking San Antonio's league-leading and top-rated defense in the playoffs throughout the course of this night. They scored 31 in the first, 31 in the second, 34 in the third, and they've put up 26 here in the fourth quarter to lead by 9 with 19.7 to play. It has taken everything the reigning champs have, but they have found a way to position themselves to even this series at 1-1. And the Spurs will not yet raise the white flag, down by 3 possessions. They are now down to 1 timeout. Thunder have 1 timeout as well. Victor Wembanyama in the fourth quarter, so dominant in the overtimes, with outscoring the Thunder in the second overtime. In fact, Monday in game 1, 9-7 himself. He's been held to 4 points in the fourth quarter, 2 of 7 shooting. Credit Hartenstein and the Thunder front line for getting after it with Wembanyama. Shanda's OKC, as the reigning champs are on the brink of evening this gauntlet of a best-of-7 series in the Western Final against the Spurs. Keldon Johnson will inbound, has Vassell, Castle, Wembanyama, and Champagnie with him. Lobbing right of the paint to Castle, stepping out, kicking right wing Vassell. Up with a double pump three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Wallace, it's over. 14 seconds to play, the shot clock's off. Kaysen across the timeline, chased down by Champagnie. The Spurs won't foul. Gilgeous-Alexander fed the ball, will dribble it out. Loud City, the loudest it's been in memory. The final horn sounds and the Thunder tied as Western Conference best of 7 with San Antonio with a hard-earned 122-113 conquest of the Spurs. Sans J-Dub over the final 3 quarters. Thunder dug deep. The depth of the roster showed itself, and the reigning champions showed the mettle of a defending title holder in warding off Spur advances to win Game 2, 122-113. 7 in double figures, led by the 2-time back-to-back MVP. SGA with 30, had a team-high 9 assists with 4 rebounds, and 6 others in doubles, including a double-double authored by Isaiah Hartenstein of 10 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 assists. Going to be joined by a Thunder player here in a moment. As it appears, Kaysen Wallace putting on the headset for me. 122-113 the final. Queso, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
You're one of 7
y'all have a good night.
Figures in this game. Your attacks were crisper. They were more decisive and focused. You put up 122 against the Spurs defense, which has been number 1 in the NBA in the playoffs. What was different tonight?
We got the rust off. You know, we got back in the gym after the loss, and we corrected some things and we executed.
You guys are supremely confident always, but what did it take to dig down when you recognized no J-Dub after going out late in the first quarter in this game, which certainly presents you a challenge? What did it take from all of you guys with 7 in double figures to persevere and win this thing?
Definitely a challenge. One my boy Dub out there, but you know, we always had the next man up mindset throughout the whole season, so that's what prepared us for tonight.
Do you have any doubt SGA would bounce back strong from what he deemed to be a subpar game in Game 1?
I don't think anybody had a doubt. You know, he's the MVP of the league for a reason.
You forced Castle into 9 turnovers again tonight in this game, and A.J. Mitchell has 4 steals. You have 4 steals. Of the 14 you guys corralled, forcing 21 turnovers. How important is it to keep that pressure on this young Spur team with the scene shifting for Game 3 to San Antonio?
It's big. You know, they're good at getting downhill and finishing at the rim, so the more we can keep them from there, the better for us.
Caruso big, Isaiah Hartenstein, 2 guys that joined you guys through one in free agency, 1 through trade before last season, come up mammoth late in this game. What can you say about the vets, Queso?
They're big time. You know, they're vets. They're not new to this, so we just listening to them as much as we can and just keep getting wins.
Hey, congrats on a hard-earned Game 2 win. On to San Antonio now for Game 3 on Friday. Your thoughts on facing that team on the road?
Got to steal one on the road.
Good luck in it. Thank you, Kaysen.
Thank you.
Kaysen Wallace, one of 7 in double figures as Oklahoma City finds a way past the Spurs in a hard-earned 9-point win in Game 2, negating a loss of 7 in Game 1 in double overtime as they win Game 2, 122-113 tonight at Paycom Center. Gideon's going to join you along with Matt. The post-game show gets rolling next. Game 2 final, Oklahoma City 122, San Antonio 113. The series is even at 1 with Game 3 coming Friday in San Antonio at 7:30. This is Thunder Basketball.
Deep in the South, that dirty, lose 12 to I-30. Present 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 that dirty, lose 12 to I-30. From the abysses where I saw the last days before. Judgment of this planet through currents of world war. Hardcore from tip off to quarter number 4. Nigga, what you gon' do when the feds at your door? With that Glock shit, your block shit, locked it down, better rock shit. On stage, apocalypse now, manage your time while the clock tick. International hostage with the hot clips. See if they can stop this. Aliens that's watching us from cockpits. Soon to release the virus that be toxic. 666, more deadly than your classic Marv flicks. Pushing for us toward production, keep it crumb from introduction. Now what's my function? Push it together like conjunctions. These motherfucking politicians don't want it bumping, but we dropping jewels. Styles identical to killing tools. You'll be left to die on this earth if you're not willing to accept the truth. Black Eagle team to provide the proof. In the last days, busting shots from the project roof. And now you stand accused from the black man that's been abused. A nigga bomb with a short fuse. I represent that dirty, Luke 12 to I-30. Some niggas hustle beat another nigga slanging birdies. But on the microphone, these motherfuckers ain't worthy. They ain't worthy. What? They represent that dirty. You don't wanna battle me, nigga. I brought that Southern Brigade. It's gonna take a whole cavalry of niggas to try to stop the onslaught. Perform hot in southern spots. Keep that gold 7-shot cock. Now you chopping across the parking lot and kicking rocks. Coming out your shoes, stuffing your socks. The dreadlocks got your verbal vehicle on lock. When shit pops, I can count on my Stubbs Road. Niggas, they don't stop. Now tell me what's your ambition? Incarcerated like my nigga Clinton. Loose terrorist to San Quentin. And can I mention South Dallas, the North Denton. Snatching mics and slapping niggas, got these hoes flinching. This is big pimpin'. Step in the club, right leg limping. Head to the bar, I'm about to start tripping. Or hit the stage and mind start flipping. This Black Eagle team, third coast, third dimension. We on the scent, I represent that dirty. Luke 12 to I-30. To me the future's clear, but other nigga vision blurry. But on the microphone, these motherfuckers ain't worthy. They ain't worthy. Represent that dirty. Luke 12 to I-30. Some niggas hustle beat another nigga slanging birdies. But on the microphone, these motherfuckers ain't worthy. They ain't worthy. What? They represent that dirty. For my South niggas. All my Dallas, Texas niggas. All my Houston, Texas niggas.